And so that's one of the reasons why we are seeing the lead. Not to discourage anything away from Soniqs and them actually like winning games.
Well, no, I think the issue is that Soniqs keeps getting wins, but they're getting wins with double-digit kills, like multiple today. And that in and of itself, even with United like not having the best day, that is going to obviously create that massive point gap. And so, an opportunity here to potentially get some points back. We do see United kind of stretching over towards Stalber.
Now, there's a lot of factors in the timing on how LG opted into moving into that. MA, this isn't where you're wanting to move into, is he's going to roll right into dodge and continue on his merry way. Shotgun blast coming out. He's got to jump out, and the shotgun at range for Corsac, as Finna is going to go down to Capitan at range.
And Dodge is one of those teams that desperately needs to have a very good game here to end out this day, to start being back in the conversation of points. As far as making it into the top 5, as you look at that drop-off from 6th to 7th, it is drastic. It is 33 points. Corsac gonna find the knock and the flush.
I mean, selfish, I respect it. You were being chased down, but there is nothing that could have been done there. Arm at least coming down, trying to get some more out of it, but this is Tokyo Manji Gang just to the outside of it. Here's the firefight. Looks like they don't want to get too involved. Well, I don't know. It looks like they're sending one person out, maybe sending another person back. Trugladius Posa, already aware of where Arm is going to be at. This is also a separated point, so while we do have Rusty Zera down, you can see going to go with the pickup, grab, go ahead and get the res on. And Arma tried, but that's now 2 members left up for Pete.
Yep. But man, that's got to feel bad to just want to get the crate and get out, to then lose 3. It's just down to Luke now. And what was a promising game for them. It was looking as though they were going to be able to at least find some decent rotations there and make it even through this shift north, but all those...
It's got the Star Wars meme going in my head. It's a trap.
It really was a trap.
Yeah, I don't think it was intentional, but...
I don't think it was either. It's not that I think SG had planned that. It's just they hadn't rotated yet. The crate came down. LG just happened to be there. So and I don't blame them for it, but it still sucks nonetheless.
Bing Bang Boom very centered in. Talked about the fact they need to continue to get some games. Almost, it's 18 points behind Trogloditas that they need to try to catch up to. And then another massive jump into dodge. Soniqs are at least going to help out a smidgen and take down Ethan and flush him out. Might make Bing Bang Boom's job a touch easier to catch up to.
Mayhaps. I will say BBB, yes, very strong position, but it's going to be difficult for them to really flex out and do what, for instance, Soniqs does, right, and get those kills simply because of the fact that United is all around them. And you have this interesting split between Rumblers and
well, look at what we got going on here.
And them as well.
Is playing on top of Potato. They've got 4PM that's playing Death Row. They've got Dodge that's going to be to the south of Luke 12. So Luke 12 looking over at Corsac, thinking about maybe trying to get more out of it. Capitan for Fiumba is just going to be to the south of where, all right, just to the north of where Corsac is. Lineup coming up from Guri is they're going to run right into Tokyo Manji Gang, and a quick exchange of bullets between them. Looks like it's not the best for either one of the teams,
but devastating.
Being on the bad side of this one. Colton's going to be coming in right behind it. M249 gone. Just got himself a regular AR that he's looking at, but that should be enough.
He needs to find the knock. He doesn't get it, Colton.
He goes down. Guri still clinging to life. 1 member up and is going to spot out Zealot. So now down to a 1v1. Grenade's going to come out, not connect entirely onto the last remaining member of Guri, as Tokyo Manji Gang is going to be coming in off of
Beal.
This is Beal versus Hello My Bad, and vehicles rolling off into the distance. Nobody capable of committing in, and the longer this goes on just means more and more that no reses are going to be capable of happening. Soniqs spots out Hello My Bad, and it doesn't even look like it's going to be a fair 1v1 in the end.
Nope. And meanwhile, it was Capitan, I believe, that took out Luke, and then Capitan falls to the blue, so LG is well out.
22 had ventured pretty close, as you can see.
They did, yeah.
Go down. Gizera now having to contend with Synergy, who is still up. But guess what? 4PM could be coming in back behind them. So Gizera, Haston now have to contend. Pippa walking into the sightline doesn't go down. But from behind, Vinya's going to be able to find something to make this one work. So Synergy now making the push in. Haston in a world of hurt. Nowhere to go.
It's just down to Hayes now, and Silson's going to find the flush on a Gizera. And that's going to be it for Hayes as well. Nice try from 22, but they are going to be sent to the lobby and ready for tomorrow.
Patience. pays off here. Soniqs just choosing to not get involved in anything. Now only really has to deal with Baki, the last member of Rio that's about to walk into.
I mean, hats off to 4
Oh my
PM
God,
though,
they're not looking
for making it past.
Look at how close he's gotten.
Oh, I mean, he is in there. Oh, but it's 4 p.m. Oh, I think it was 4 p.m. initially that shot, and then the rest of them realized. But hats off to 4 p.m. for rotating around that fight, rotating around 22, and finding themselves in a decent position ahead of the Soniqs.
It's free, so just hop in there.
United have a real task ahead of them, and just getting into the circle here as they're in this Alamo here. And Wildcard is trying to get ahead and gatekeep, but there's just nothing here. There's nothing here at all, and SG are going to be alluded to this just because of all the shots happening. Benny already taking shots over at EU, and now this has become even more of a problem.
But Soniqs hopping in their vehicle are going to send it right into Synergy's position. That could allow United to make a move. Maybe even Wildcard as well. They're just running right back into this. Synergy suddenly finding themselves with their pants down, getting caught up. Now Wildcard capable of making a move, looking back into United's positioning. Snakers all by his lonesome. Wildcard jumping into vehicles, just trying to get ahead. I mean, it's the fact that Rumblers are having to take a look into him, and United flood to the east of this, but nobody having clean sight lines. It's all just off of Soniqs and making this desperation movement. They just rolled right into Synergy, and they had
absolutely rolled Synergy over. That was impressive to say the least. And they did it without losing a single member.
I said desperation push, but that was just a swag push, man.
I don't know if that was I think that was calculated. They knew the shots were going out, and they knew if they sent it in 2 vehicles, it'd be very difficult. But a grenade by Los and Waldo will find 3 of Trog.
Trog is going to have so much trouble now pushing into Rumblers. Wildcard still trying to make a move. Rello trying to find an angle to work with as well, but Wildcard managing to somehow find life and a way to push into this circle. United still just trying to hold on to the high ground, but remember, they are weakened. Just 2 members up as Wildcard is managing to right their numbers. Get Cal back up, and now can start to crest and maybe make some pushes into this. Rello does get some vision, get some damage into Adam, but not enough to get the
fact that this fight has still moved up with members still alive from both teams, United and Wildcard, is insane. Wildcard, though, the beneficiary of keeping more alive.
Oh, and Soniqs yet again, the X factor coming in.
Dude,
back behind.
Soniqs' confidence right now and the way they're playing is freaking scary. It's actually terrifying. The way they made that play, I mean, they are just... It's not even they're taking over this lobby. They have taken over this lobby.
Everybody that thought they had control over the circle didn't realize that Soniqs was about to take it.
Yeah.
Synergy, no.
I mean, Synergy looked so good up until Soniqs decided to take that fight.
And United still had a decent position, and then Soniqs was still like...
Yeah, but United at the very least had to deal with Wildcard, but man, Synergy was just free and clear until Soniqs came in, and now the amount of control that they have in this forest is a little worrying for the rest of the teams. I mean, it's at this point, it's Rumblers, 1 full team of Wildcard, and then a solo of 4 p.m.
I feel like the only threat that Soniqs could potentially have is going to be Wildcard, as Wildcard's going to have vision into the Rumblers.
I think their biggest threat is just them overextending, honestly, and I don't even see that happening, Matt. Wildcard, though, is in a good position to take the fight as we look at Meridao.
Does manage to get down Show, but he's going to go down in the end as Waldo is going to be able to spot him. On the opposite side, Greg Shot's going to go ahead and take down Los as Wildcard does manage to continue the harassment. But guess what? Soniqs are going to be coming in from the south. Shrimsy's still staying back behind to keep an eye on Wildcard, but Waldo all by himself is going to be sandwiched in between Wykick and Cal, Greg Shot, H-Win, Mime, and Tiggleton.
And this is a straight-up 4v4, and it's about as even as you're going to want in a fight.
So they might be able to double up. They take some shots. Shrimsy is aware that he's been revealed. Wykick finds the first on H1, but it's going to be covered by Tiggleton on the opposite side of it. So 1 down, both sides, and it's going to be the 2 centers for it. Now, both teams starting to move in closer, trying to reinforce. Looks like it's going to be Wildcard, maybe going for a res, but no!
Mime finds the nade.
Mime drops it right on top of Greg Shot. Adam gets knocked on Mime on the opposite side. Tiggleton, Shrimsy up on one side of this one, and it is back and forth. Wildcard, just 1 member up, though, and it's going to be Adam looking into the waiting maw of Tiggleton.
7 HP. I mean, this has been systematic destruction of the last 3 shifts. Soniqs have just absolutely taken control of this game. They're going to recover as well. 3 members up. Tig holding for Adam.
But if Shrimsy goes for this res, that might let Adam get something out.
No, he needs to get a heroic.
Does get the knock on 1, but cannot get the rest. 15 kills for Soniqs. Man, Soniqs Friday is feeling pretty good.
Today was disgusting for the Soniqs. Multiple wins, all of those games coming the way of at least 10 kills.
I pray my dick get big as the Apple Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn.